Hey, and welcome to the second video in my Europe series. Today I'm going to be taking us from Baden-Baden in southern Germany to Lucerne in Switzerland. We're going mostly through the Black Forest here. It's a very, very beautiful ride, and I'll also be showing some of the friends we met along the way. So the day started in Baden-Baden. If you remember from my last video, it was very difficult to find the Airbnb. It was like down some little pedestrian streets and stuff, so it was easier to get out, luckily. As we were tourists and didn't really know any of the fun roads, we took the B500, which is also called like the Black Forest Highway, I think. It's very famous, very popular with tourists, and perhaps slightly less fun. It also has a very low speed limit. It's like 50, I think, which wasn't amazing. And there was also a lot of camper vans and cars and things like that. There were also a very, very large number of bikers, which was awesome. I'm about to cut to a scene with a lot going past, which is really nice. We did pull over a few times, annoyingly not on video, but I met this woman on a Ducati Street Fighter, and she was super cool. She raced an R6 as well, which was really nice to talk to her about. I did try flying my drone a number of times, and DJI were not happy with that because basically there was loads of like military no-fly zones, which sucked. But this ride had been one I'd wanted to do for a really long time. You can actually see probably the reason why here. The roads were stunning. They were nice and twisty and turny. But actually they were not the best ride of the day. That actually came later. So we stopped for lunch with a friend of Laura's called Cami. He was really cool. Took us for some nice food, recommended some roads, and I actually really want to go back and ride with him again sometime. He was really nice. After lunch, Cami had recommended we take some different roads, and also we started using Kalimoto. So the road you can see here is a little lane through the Black Forest, and it was so much fun. It was much more scenic. Trees were obviously a lot closer to the road, which was really nice, and it was also very undulating, which was a lot of fun. Lots of uphill, lots of downhill, lots of more sharp corners than earlier. I absolutely loved this part, and I really want to go back and do more roads like this. It was a lot of fun. One little problem we did have is that it was very hot. We did not bring enough water with us, and also the phone signal was very spotty. So we were following the GPS, and some directions weren't perhaps as clear as we were hoping, and we ended up going the wrong way a number of times and couldn't just Google which was the correct way to go because there was no signal at all. It was all kind of part of the adventure though, and it was a lot of fun. And this is the part where Laura almost died of dehydration. We should bring hydro packs next time. I don't have very much video of this guy, but for a while we were riding with a couple of people on sports bikes. You only see one of them here. They were very fun. We had a chat with one of them at Lights, and kind of one of my favorite interactions is just meeting strangers on bikes and having temporary friends during your ride. So we finally made it to Switzerland. Here we're riding through pretty much the center of Lucerne. You can see the lake on the left and a lot of very pretty buildings on the right. To be honest, this city kind of reminded me of Skyrim. It was absolutely stunning. On the right there's like this cattle bridge thing. I think that was what it was originally made for, but it looks amazing, and that evening there was a big sunset and we were going around taking photos, and that one was a feature of a lot of the photos I took because it just looks so nice. I'm probably about to show one of those in a moment. Finally, we had to find our Airbnb. Luckily this wasn't quite as difficult as it had been in Baden-Baden, but it was still not the easiest and involved sort of riding on some pedestrianised areas. I actually have quite a lot of video that I recorded while here, so I'm gonna let me of the past finish up this video. Well, look at this Airbnb. It's actually quite nice. Waifu's in there having a shower. Unfortunately she locked it, so I can't show you, but yeah, it's nice. And we're gonna go see the lake and have some dinner and probably some drinks and stuff in a bit. It'll be super cool. So from the Airbnb we have this really cool view of the city. You can see our bikes down there, and then down that way there's the lake there. So Laura asked for a half, thinking she was getting half a pint. Half a litre. And it went from super sunny not very long ago to very rainy, which is awesome. It's actually very refreshing. I'm just hoping it doesn't affect our crossing of the Alps tomorrow. So I hope you liked this video. I tried a few different things with the editing. I think it worked out a bit nicer, but we'll see. So if you got any feedback, let me know in the comments. And if you liked it, I'd really, really appreciate a like and subscribe. And stay tuned for next time, where we're going to be crossing the Alps into Italy. Not quite everything goes to plan, but it's mostly fine. So I'll see you there.